Hey everybody, it's Carolyn. Well, I was gonna wait to do a video. It's been a little over a week, I guess. But I've been kind of stuck. And I don't really know why. I've been at 202 for a little over a week. And I was losing about a pound to a half a pound a day. And then it just kind of stopped. And I don't really know why. I'm not hardly eating anything because I can't hold anything. I maybe it has something to do with my water. I used to drink big bottles of water, and now I'm lucky if I can get 8 to 12 ounces a day. And I'm sure that has something to do with it. But I'm going to the gym 4 times a week, walking a mile and a half several times a week. So I talked to my little trainer, and he said, well, you probably just hit a plateau. I know I'm losing inches, so he said to me, well, you might be just gaining muscle, and muscle weighs more. And I said, well, then I need to quit exercising because I want to continue to lose. And I'm not discouraged, I am discouraged. I'm discouraged because I want to keep going. And so, I don't know. That's where I am today. I have an appointment next week with a nutritionist to talk to her because I'm able to start getting different things into me, more kinds of foods into me, more chicken. I'm really tired of the mushies. I'm just over the yogurt and the mushy foods. I made some white bean chili with some ground chicken. That was good. And I was able to get a little regular chili into me. Well, I say a little. It was very little. It was probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons of chili into me the other night. So, but I'm ready to move on to something else. And I don't know if that'll change things or not. And my friends and my family are seeing a difference. People at church are, saying I don't look the same. And I guess after, 38 pounds or 30, whatever it is, pounds now, I'm terrible at math. I guess I'm going to see a difference, and I do. I mean, I see a difference in my clothes. I've gone from really tight 22s to loose-fitting 18s to, almost a 16. I'd say another, 5, 8 pounds, and maybe 10. I could be in a 16. So, I'm seeing that, and I've gotten some feedback, I guess you'd call it, from people I don't know. I mean, and people I don't know don't really matter, right? I mean, why let them hurt you when they're not even an integral part of your life, And, I'm normally a really positive, happy girl. I tend to look at my glass half full. My life motto is, climb your mountain, plant your flag, and say next, bring on the next mountain, and I don't give up. And it just surprises me that there are people out there that criticize you for the silliest things, just the silliest things, and why do I care? But I let it affect me this week. And I shouldn't, because, they're not important to my life. They're just people out, they're avatars, and that's all they are. They're just avatars. And so, the people that count for me and the people that I do this video for are the people that matter in my life, that their input and what they have to say matters to me. And, I've known these friends for 30 years. My family forever. New friends that, I might have only known for a year or two or a few months, but, excuse me, I tend to burp a lot lately. They're the people that matter to me. The people that are real, genuine friends and family in my life. So I guess I let stupid stuff get to me. And this scale has really been bothering me because it's just 2 pounds away from 200. And it's been stuck for almost 2 weeks. And it's not like I'm not doing everything by the book, because I am following all the rules. And I am going to the gym and working out and doing everything they tell me to do, getting the protein in and drinking as much water as I can. I don't drink anything else. There's nothing else I drink. Well, I take that back. I will have protein shakes. But that's all I drink. I haven't had a soda in, oh my God, years. I gave up soda years and years ago. And I gave up sweet tea, which I only had sweet tea once or twice a week when we go out on date night. But I gave up sweet tea before surgery. And now I will say that, if I go out with Larry and he gets a sweet tea and I get a glass of water, I will take a sip. It's just a sip because it just tastes so good. Come on, it's sweet tea. And so I will take a sip. But, that's not going to account for 2 pounds. Not moving. And, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing. And I'm real encouraged that, I've made this kind of progress. But I don't want to get stuck here. And, in the past, and maybe this is where my head is, in the past, when I've lost weight, I've always gotten stuck at this place. And this is where I give up. And I'm not going to give up this time. I mean, there's no giving up. That physically, I can't give up because I got to eat, but I can't eat a lot. But it matters what I eat. And, that matters. And, I am a collector of recipes. My goodness, if you could see my recipe collection, I mean, it's huge. I mean, huge. So I thought, well, I'm going to start going through all of these recipe books and start looking at things that will have protein that isn't dry and hard, and we've kind of given up the beef and the pork, which I like beef and pork. So I'm thinking that maybe in moderation that won't be a bad thing. I'm just learning this as I go. There are so many other people on Facebook that, not on Facebook, well, on Facebook too, but on YouTube, that have been in this journey for years. And I watch their videos religiously. I mean, I do. If they put a video up and I have, put them on my list to watch, I watch them. Because there's a lot of good information that these folks have because they've been there. And they have insight. And, I'm just new. And I don't have any insight. I'm not trying to tell people what to do or what not to do, because to be honest with you, I think everybody's journey is different, and what works for me may not work for you. And I've watched some of the folks that have really had a hard time after surgery. They've had complications and they had a difficult time, and that wasn't my experience. My experience was not a difficult time. There was pain. I told you there was pain. No lie about it. It was managed well with medication. I was off the pain meds in, I think, 4 days. 4 days. The most pain was right after surgery because they had to fix a really huge hiatal hernia, and I really thought that I was having a heart attack. But, you know, it was just the pain from that being fixed, that hiatal hernia. But I haven't had, you know, a bad time with this surgery. And part of me was feeling guilty about that because I watched some of these folks that had had a hard time, and I thought, well, Lord, you know, I haven't, and I don't want to give people false hope if they're having a hard time, but at the same time, that just wasn't my experience. And, you know, I realized very long ago in my life that part of the battle is here. And I had a child who had leukemia, and the day we found out, he was 7, and he sat on the bed with me after we came back to the doctor on our way to the hospital, and he asked me, he said, Mommy, am I going to die? And at that point, I made a decision to say, no, you are not going to die. We are going to beat this. We are going to win. You are not going to die. And we just faced those 3 years of chemotherapy as champions. You know, we just faced it, and we just thought, well, you know, we're going to go through this, and we're going to come out on the other side of this. And, you know, I'm happy to say that, you know, he's alive, and he's given me 2 beautiful grandchildren. It's a victory, you know, and that's how I've lived my life. You know, I don't want to live in the part of my life that says I can't, or it's too hard, or it's difficult, or, you know, I have a family member who should be the hillbilly theme song, you know, doom, gloom, you know, pain and misery, you know, and I don't want to live doom, gloom, pain and misery, you know, and that's my personal choice for my life. And I'm not suggesting, please don't anybody send me messages, I'm not suggesting that anybody else lives in those places. I just, for me, have needed to change my mind to not give up, to move forward. And this was the one place in my life where I'd given up. It's odd, but I did. I gave up on my weight because I just felt like I was never going to win that battle. And I'm, you know, I feel like I have a tool now that gives me the opportunity to win that battle. And I'm not, it's not easy. I'm working it. I'm going to the gym, you know, 4 times a week, and I'm working out with a trainer, and I'm, you know, I didn't take an easy way here. I took a really hard way because I don't know, to be honest with you, what the future holds when you lose 80% of your stomach. Seriously, I mean, they took out 80% of my stomach. It's gone. It's not going to grow back. It's not going to come back. It's gone. I don't know what that's going to do to me when I get older. But I know right now my life has changed. I'm off, you know, medicines that I didn't see a way to be off, that I only saw increasing, going more and more meds. And now I'm off meds. And I think that that making this decision, although it was not an easy decision to make, was the right decision to make for me. And I watch other folks out there, and they're in video land, that choose other ways to lose weight. You know, they have it to just go to the gym and, you know, do Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or whatever other way they've chosen to lose weight. And you know what? Yay. Because however you choose to do it and whatever's right for you is right. You know, my way may not be right for somebody else. Somebody else's way may not be right for me. You know, I tried the Jenny Craigs and the Weight Watchers and all of that stuff, and it didn't work for me. It worked temporarily. I lost weight. But then I got discouraged and I gained weight. And I might have that happen with this. I don't know. I'm really doubtful that will happen because, you know, I can't hold as much food as I was able to hold and overeat and make myself sick because I gorged myself. Gorged is a bad word, but I would eat until I was too full. Let's say that. And I just don't think that we should hate anybody's journey any way we choose to do it. You know, if something works for you, then I'm your cheerleader. And if something works for me, you should be mine. So I just think that, you know, if we're going to be real with each other, and I don't have any letters behind my name. You know, I graduated high school and that's all I did. Had children and, you know, had a family, and so, you know, I'm not the smartest bulb. And I don't have years of education behind me, but I think I have common sense, and I think that I love my friends and my family unconditionally. That wasn't always the case. And I'm always their cheerleaders. I always want them to be successful. And I want to be successful too. Yeah, I do. I don't want to be a rock star, and I don't want to be a glamour girl or a model. I don't have any of those kinds of aspirations. My aspiration is only to be healthy. And to be healthy means to be physically fit and active. To not let multiple sclerosis stop me, because it can make me have bad days. And, you know, to be at a healthy weight. And I don't really know what that was. I had a magic number in my head that maybe is unrealistic. You know, my number was like 130. I'm 5'3", give or take. Not give, take. And I tend to carry all my weight in my abdomen and my butt and my thighs. So I thought 130 was a good weight. But now I'm thinking, you know, maybe 140 to 145 is a good weight. I don't know until I get there. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to break this 2 pounds, this monkey off my back, and be under 200 for the first time in 30 years. That's my goal. That's my goal for this week. And it's been 2 weeks and I haven't lost those 2 pounds. And it's like sitting here on my shoulder taunting me. 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Got 2 pounds, 2 pounds. And it just talks in my ear, and it just, I just want to flick it off. Say, go away. 2 pounds, go away. You know, I'm gonna get there. I just have to be realistic. And I have lost almost 38 pounds. And so maybe I've hit a plateau earlier than my trainer thought I would hit. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I'm going to climb this mountain. I'm going to plant my flag. And I'm going to say next. And I'm not going to give up. And I've made some friends through this medium, through these videos, that I would love to meet in person. I really would. I mean, they're just very neat, genuine ladies that I may never have the opportunity to meet in person, but boy, I sure would like to. Because I watch their videos and I'm inspired by their successes, and I'm rejuvenated, you know, by the steps that they've taken and the things that they've done and the things that they're able to do in their life now. You know, running marathons, that's amazing to me. Wow. You know, watching these women meet in Vegas, of all places. Now, I've never had a desire to go to Vegas. It's just not my thing. But to see them all come together and encourage each other, all these men and women, it feels like there's this community, and I want to be part of it. And I don't know how to be part of it. Except to post videos here. I don't know, maybe I'll get a membership card in the mail. I don't know. But I'm inspired by all of their walks and all of their bravery. And it takes a lot of bravery to be so transparent and so open and honest about your personal struggles. These are brave people who have lost enormous amounts of weight and gained even bigger amounts of self-esteem and worth and value for themselves and each other. And, you know, all I can do is sit in my little corner of the world and watch them and think, boy, you go get them. You go get them. And thanks so much for, you know, posting things up that inspire the rest of us that are just starting. And I'm inspired by all of their messages and all of their posts and all of their journeys and all of their struggles, because I'm now struggling, and I get it. I'm still going to be me, and I'm still going to be positive, and I'm still going to be happy, and I'm still going to, you know, grab the dragon by the tail. I'm still going to do those things. And maybe someday, somewhere in the future, there'll be another me come along that watches me that says, wow, you know, she was stuck at 2 pounds, I'm stuck at 2 pounds. Flick that off. Get it off of here. I don't know. I don't know. But that's where I am today. And so I'm going to the gym here in a few minutes. Every day this week except tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a funeral. Lost a sweet family member this weekend, and so tomorrow there's a funeral. But even in a funeral, you know, there's cause for celebration because he lived a good life and he's in heaven. And I think heaven's an awesome place. I think so. I think to close your eyes here and to open your eyes in the presence of the Lord, that's a good day. So anyway, that's my little blurb for the day, and not as upbeat as normal, I guess, maybe. But, you know, let's flick those 2 pounds off from talking in my ear. And I'm gonna break through. I am gonna break through this. And I am gonna go talk to the nutritionist. And I am gonna start, you know, looking at maybe what I'm doing wrong. Because I think I'm doing a lot right. I'm going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. That's a good thing. That's a right thing. I'm eating well, and I'm not eating junk. That's a good thing. That's a right thing. I gave up sweet tea, except a sip, every now and again. That's a good thing. I don't drink soda. That's a good thing. I'm not eating junk. That's a good thing. I'm in smaller sizes. That's a good thing. I'm losing inches. That's a good thing. I'm getting healthier. That's a good thing. I've dropped all of this medicine that I was on, 3 blood pressure medicines. That's a good thing. You know, so I am counting my successes. And this 2 pounds is not a defeat. It is an opportunity to have another success to add to my list. So, go get them today. Add your successes up today, because we all have them. And I have my successes, and you know, you, my friends and family, you may not be battling your weight journeys. You know, you might be battling cigarettes. I don't know. You might be battling drinking too many beers. You might be, I don't know what your battles might be. Who knows? But we all have our struggles. And count your successes today. Do you know? You have a job. That's a success. You know, you're taking care of your family. That's a success. If you're not, do it. Find those places that you're successful. You know, my husband works very, very hard to take very, very good care of me. And, you know, he is a successful man in the respect that he is a hardworking, honest, loving, loves me just the way I am man with friends. And it may not be mountains of money, but money doesn't make you successful. What makes you successful is what's in here. So be successful today, because that's what I'm going to do. Love you bunches.